Did it do it? Yep. We're doing it? We're doing the thing? We're going to record now. And
I'm Dylan.
I'm Camille.
And on this Midweek Creep, for the first time, the second time, we are talking about the Hand of Glory.
The Hand of Glory.
So this occult object has been around since essentially people have been writing things down. It seems like it's been around for a long time. Maybe not quite that far.
That's like a long time, but maybe.
Maybe.
But I don't know about recorded history of said Hand of Glory.
Right. There
Perhaps.
is some.
Maybe.
There's quite a bit. It kind of goes like, I mean, there's writings about the Hand of Glory in Germany, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Poland, all kinds of places.
All the times.
A lot of European places.
All the times, all the cultures.
Yeah. So, to start this off, I am going to read a little story.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
To sort of give you a little something to tell you about sort of like how it works, like how the Hand of Glory works. The story will describe to you how it works.
A little fictional tale to depict the matter with which the Hand of Glory works. Also, we're doing this live on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
As well.
It's very cool.
Super neat.
Yeah, this is the first time we've used
YouTube Live.
YouTube Live.
Is that it? Is that what it is? YouTube Studio?
Yeah, YouTube Studio, but it's the live version of Studio.
Yes.
So the thought process behind this is we'll do it live on YouTube, and then we'll be able to put things on the front and back like that are I'll be able to edit the video after we record it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But if you're listening on the podcast, then this means nothing to you, and that's okay. It means almost nothing to me now.
True. Also, I don't know where to look. Do I look here?
Mm-mm.
Do I look
Right
here?
here.
Do I look here?
Yeah.
Oh, so bright. Hello. Hi.
So,
okay.
Here's the story of the Hand of Glory.
All right.
That rhymed and everything.
It did.
Old Charlie Winters. That's the story.
Old Charlie Winters.
Old Charlie Winters had been eyeing the Davenport house for days now, checking to see when all the candles would go out on a nightly basis. Tonight would be the night Charlie would try out his forsaken hand for the first time. His Hand of Glory. After the Davenports had extinguished the candles and gone to bed, Charlie lit his. 5 candles for 5 fingers. All 5 Davenports had dozed off, confident in the fact that all the locks on the doors would deter would-be thieves from coming in, stealing the family's hard-earned coin. They would soon discover that locks were no match for the Hand of Glory.
Oh my!
Charlie made his way to the locked door, turned the handle, and open to him was the Davenport home.
Oh my goodness.
He closed his door with a gusto that suggested he owned the place.
Well,
he looked for locked chests and hideaway lockboxes. He did so knowing that as long as his hand was lit, no one sleeping would wake. This is the power of the hand. After a short while, Charlie found what he was looking for and stole every coin, not corn, maybe corn. Every coin.
There's a good place in history with corn chowder.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He stole every coin the Davenports possessed. Charlie closed the Davenports' door behind him, blew out the candles, and they slept and awoke, poor and penniless, the next morning.
Yikes!
Yeah, pretty rough.
So the Hand of Glory sounds ominous, sounds like thievery.
Yeah.
I thought I had the hand of glory earlier. Hand of glory. When I reached into my pockets
Mm-hmm.
in my skirt here, and I found. Oh, what do we got?
5 chapsticks.
Almost. Almost. I have a safety pin.
Okay.
All right. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Safety pin. Yeah. Pretty good. Always handy. 1 chapstick because I have them littered throughout the house because you can never have enough.
God, I don't really need to wear these headphones.
A partially eaten almond, it looks like maybe.
Wow. Are you a squirrel?
Just gonna. No. That's actually, that probably fell on the floor and I shoved it in my pocket.
Oh,
That's really
yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
And then a piece of fake fur. So
Nice.
woo!
Yeah.
Hand of glory. Maybe not. Okay. What is the hand of glory?
So, the hand of glory is a thing that you make,
Oh.
essentially.
Okay.
Not essentially. That is what it is. So,
Okay. So you arts and crafts.
you arts and crafts a hand of glory.
Okay, perfect.
So the hand must be taken from a hanged criminal. It must be the right hand, for that would be the hand that did the deed most of the time.
We're just banking on the fact that people are right-handed.
Well, most people are, but
Mm.
yes.
Mm-mm.
And back in the day, if you were left-handed, you were evil.
Evil.
Mm-hmm. The hand would be drained of the remaining blood and wrapped in a piece of winding sheet or burial shroud, and they would draw it real tight to squeeze out all the juice.
Like a little hand sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
They would then place the hand wrapped up in an earthenware vessel with salt, pepper, long pepper, and what is it?
Long
and
pepper.
then thoroughly powdered. So, the hand then is pickled, and it's pickled for a fortnight, which is 14 days.
Yum.
Once it was dried in the pickling, yeah, you must expose it to the dog days of summer.
The dog days of summer. So we've made it a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
We've peppered it.
Mm-hmm.
We've pickled it.
Yeah.
Think of the brine.
Oh, yeah. Hand
yum.
brine.
And now you're going to set it out in the heat like a sausage, like a salami.
Mm-hmm. Or if you don't have time for that, you can put it in an oven.
Okay.
With vervain and fern.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're infusing it with what if you're smoking it almost?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then for the candles, you must use the fat of a hanged man, virgin wax, and laplaned sesame to make the candles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got candles.
Mm-hmm.
And how do these candles work in correlation with the hands?
Well,
exactly.
For a nice way to show you, we should use your hand of glory that you made.
So we're going to chop my hand off?
No.
Just kidding. I'm just being a goof. I actually just made a clay rendition of a hand of glory.
So for our podcast folks, do you want to describe your hand, Beba?
It's ours. Okay, so it's ours a hand that I have made out of clay, and I have it's an artist's depiction of because obviously your fingers don't have these little wax
little nubbins,
guys, these little nubbins. So the thought process behind using the hand of glory, however, is that when you light the candles, some hands of glory have just the candle, like one candle hanging out between the knuckles like this. So you got one right here, or maybe right here. Like I stole your nose, but instead of I stole your nose, I have a candle. Or each finger has a candle. And so, like in the story that you read us a little earlier, for instance, if there were 5 people living in the household and you lit 5 candles, then all 5 candles were indicative of the fact that all 5 people in the household were asleep.
Right.
And some cultures believed that then also you're given free access to the house, so then the doors just magically open on their own, or
all
unlock.
locks are unlocked to
Right.
you.
And some cultures believe that that is not the case, and you still have to put in the work to pick lock those locks.
Right.
However, if we've got 5 people in the household but only 4 candles are lit, then one person is awake and can not be put to sleep. Also, again, another rendition of or belief about the hand of glory is that the candles also some magical property about this talisman. It's another thing we learned.
Yeah.
Technically, this is a talisman, as it is a conduit for the magic.
Yeah.
That you are carrying out, your putting forth.
Yeah.
Into the ether. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay. So if only if only 4 candles are lit, 1 candle is not lit, 1 person is awake, you cannot put them to sleep unless you are in a culture in which also this magic puts people to sleep in your household.
Right.
Because that could happen too.
And that's the thing is, there's several different cultures that use it. So
used it. We don't know if they still do.
Well, they are still around. There is.
Quit chopping people's hands off, you guys.
I think there's 2.
I mean, I guess if they're already dead, no. No, just don't.
Well, they're criminals.
Slippery slope. No,
it's the thing is, like, no. You can't really get them anymore because, like, our penal system doesn't really hang people that much anymore.
Penal.
Yeah. So, and you can't really just like take the hand out of someone that's been, I guess, like what's called a lethal injection.
Right.
But maybe we haven't tried it in a long time.
Well, we don't need it. You know, I don't know. Let's just leave this mystery. Mystery. So I also, on my hand of glory here, wrote a little maybe Latin.
Yeah.
Google says probably so.
Yeah.
So I wrote somnus, and then I just have like a really kind of archaic looking sleepy eyeball, like an old school elementary, like when you're like, rip. I'm watching myself so I can see myself. Rip, rip, rip. Eyelashes. It's a sleepy closed eyeball like this.
Yeah.
And then this is a coin right here that I'm holding on to, and I'll have to get this closer to the camera without the.
I'll take pictures. We'll take pictures of it and have it on.
Great.
On the Instagrams.
Because I love it and it's so fun, and it's not a dead man's hand.
Yeah.
But it does make me want to wander through corridors. Am I going to catch something on fire? Oh shit. Oh Lord, hold on. Look, I've got my. This isn't wine. Don't come at me, guys. It's like not even 1 o'clock. Coconut water.
Oh, yeah. Here, I want to get a picture of you of this. This is wonderful.
Is it ghosts? Delightful.
So, just because here, do you want to blow this out?
I'm a little, yeah. Happy birthday.
So, just because somebody uses a hand of glory on you doesn't mean that you are screwed.
Okay.
If you, for some reason, if for some reason you think that someone is going to fist of glory you, there is a way around it. There is a way to protect from the effects of the hand of glory. According to Petit Albert, you can render a hand of glory ineffective by rubbing the threshold of all of your doors and windows with an unguent.
Right, that's right. Remember last time we learned what that word. We forgot how to talk.
Yeah,
we learned what that word was.
Yeah,
unguent is like an ointment. It's a goopy goop.
It's a goopy goop,
right?
Made of the gall or the gall of a black cat, which is like vomit, right?
Bile. So, and if you have a cat, any kind of cat, You're gonna have some bile.
Yeah,
They throw up.
they do.
It's weird.
And it's gross.
Yeah.
The gall of a black cat, the fat of a white hen,
Oh.
and the blood of a screech owl. So it's really like a gross soup
Yeah.
you can put around all your doors and windows, and
Okay.
then it renders the hand useless. But also, like, if you just have that around in your house, no one comes in your house anyway because it's just gross. You have a gross house.
You don't talk to people who are alive.
Me?
People who have those things in their house.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't.
I mean, unless
they're like really cool. They have to
I
be like
guess-
super cool though.
they have to be like a person that's like, I know this is like whatever, but do you want to see my cat vomit and chicken fat?
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be a way probably. So you use all of that. You put that on your doorways, entryways.
Yeah.
And that is supposed to ward off the magic.
Yeah.
Of oh god, I need a burp.
Just like makes it not work at all.
Okay. Is there a way to if you extinguish, is there a way for you to which not have it lit anymore?
So if the possessor of the hand blows it out, boom. If you're just like a person,
Yeah.
I think you can throw milk on it.
Just throw milk on it.
Yeah. Just like be gone. And then you spray milk on a person, on a thief.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some cultures believe the only way to put it out is milk.
Like even if you have the hand, you just have to.
According to my tomes, I forgot that's what I was calling this last time.
Yeah. Well, it's big enough for a tome. I feel like
it's a tome. You guys remember these? Anybody? They might still be making them. I don't know. But Witches and Witchcraft, the Encyclopedia of Witches and Witchcraft. For those of you in the know, thank you, Half Price Books. 10 years ago, when I was going through a depressive period.
Well, you know, if someone came into our house with a hand of glory, and thank God for that.
Thank God, because I would just look it up and I would
Books.
say, well, it says here that I would turn the page.
Oh.
I would actually look at the next page here.
Uh-huh.
And I would say as a counter term, we've already covered that. Well, I'd read a lot of what we've already covered.
So would oat milk work? Do you think that oat milk would work?
I don't know.
I just because I don't feel like it would.
I think we'd have to get some actual milk, maybe like some whole fat milk.
Yeah.
Which whole milk is delicious if you're gonna drink milk. It's like drinking cream.
Right.
Like your little cartoon cat.
Yeah.
Don't give your cats milk. It's bad for them.
That's what I've heard. But I've only heard that because I'm with you.
I'm fun. Speaking of, can you guys hear our cat? Because
probably
he is
a giant baby.
He said, "I'm supposed to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
You're supposed to see me next time, maybe.
Yeah.
Next time." Okay, yeah, so let's see, I've got here, blah, 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 hand of glory, power to freeze people in their footsteps and render them speechless.
Wow.
So, that's what I've got. Burglars lit hands of glory before.
Pow!
And then you're just like.
As you throw the milk, it just like.
What
and you just get milk on your pants?
If.
Mm-hmm.
I have a thought. What if you're like mid about to sit down for your nighttime poop?
That would suck.
Oh, man.
You're just stuck in a hover until somebody robs you.
Do you think you would feel like nothing happened and then all of a sudden you're just like sitting on the toilet when you come back to? Or would your calves burn so bad?
I feel like your calves would burn really bad. I feel like it'd be one of those things where like you'd be sort of put to sleep, because if you just like paralyze somebody and they see who you are, then like it doesn't really. And it's like, yeah, old Charlie Winters robbed my house, and I'd be like, can you prove it? Like, yeah, go to his house. It's got all my shit in it. How do I know? He kept me from taking a poop, and I saw him. Also, look at my buff ass calves.
Right.
Yeah.
These happened overnight.
Yeah. And my poo poo pants.
Oh gosh, that would be so sad. What say ye of the use of these hands and witchcraft? That's a question.
Oh, is that the end of
for
the
you?
like what are you saying, like would I use them?
No, I just in old timey speak was trying to see if you knew anything about it, if you had any ideas or opinions about it.
About the hand?
Yeah, and uses in witchcraft specifically.
Uses of the hand of glory in witchcraft.
Correct. Granted, I guess I suppose it is a form of witchcraft,
So, yeah, or just like a craft.
a magic of
Yeah.
sorts. Yeah.
I feel like a hand of glory and witchcraft don't really like a witch wouldn't really use a hand of glory because witches aren't really thieves. They take from nature and nature gives willingly,
Right.
so there's
Just as
no
long
real
as
need
you-
of one.
Depending on what you believe, give back.
Right. Yeah. But, like a witch isn't going to break into your house if they're like a quote unquote good witch. Now, if it's a witch that's like a bad witch, then yeah, they'd use a hand of glory to take your newborn baby, make it a goop,
Sure.
rub it on the broom, and then they fly away.
Like the vitch.
Like the vitch, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yep.
yes.
Right.
But if you're not like that, then no.
Then no. So this is all speculation.
Yeah.
Obviously. Apparently this whole thing was a setup for me. It didn't go very well. During the witch hunt centuries.
Yeah.
Mm,
The good old days.
the good old days. Has it ever ended, fellas? Really? I just can't. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeesh.
Sometimes yeah. So apparently in 1588, two German women,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say,
Okay. I'll believe you.
Nickel and Bessiers, or Nichel and Bessiers, were accused of witchcraft and the exhumation of corpses, admitted that they poisoned helpless people after lighting hands of glory to immobilize them. So they used the hands of glory to render them immobile, and then they fed them poison, supposedly.
That's
Probably not.
taking a step you don't need to take.
Why? Yeah, why even do that? I don't.
Well, because somebody told you to say it. You know what I mean?
Well, because you were tortured to death,
Right.
obviously. Yes.
But like, if you were to poison someone, it's it's not a simple thing, but it is as simple as putting poison in a thing someone's gonna drink or eat. So there's no
Right.
need to like.
It was much more simple back then. People were just getting poisoned by being alive all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
the whole like people thinking that someone is a witch. A lot of that, like when a town, back in the day went on a witch hunt, a lot of that came from eating shitty corn. Like, there'd be corn that got sicky. I can't remember what it's called, like corn or wheat. And so if one person in town is making the wheat and making the bread for everybody,
or a lot
and it has like a mold in it, then if everyone eats it, it could cause mass hallucinations.
Yeah. Water supplies oftentimes were thought to have been poisoned as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody was hallucinating.
Yeah.
But also though, just in general, as far as food contamination, overexposure to certain like chemicals and things like that we didn't even know were a thing yet.
Yeah.
You died. You got poisoned just from being alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because science was not a thing really so much. So
yeah,
I don't buy it.
No,
sirs.
No,
I do not buy it. And these women, I believe, were innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were witches, good for them. And if they poisoned people, whoops.
Whoops. And maybe they deserved it, you know?
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not here to cast stones either way, mostly because we are on the internet and don't ever want to forever go down as being the person that said poison them, unless they deserve it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I would say any band of people that went into some like lady's home and were like, we're gonna throw you in the river in a bag of stones, and if you float, you're a witch.
Well, poison those people.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Definitely.
Like, if you so we went to the Renaissance Fair in Muskogee at the Castle of Muskogee.
So much fun, you guys.
And yes, and as fucked up as like torture is and everything, there is a
like into that sort of thing.
well, not these tortures. These tortures murder you. These tortures kill you.
No. Yeah.
You can go into where like the castle is,
Right.
and there's a whole section on medieval torture, and you can like walk through and see all the implements
of
of different torturers and stuff like that.
Of torture.
It's very cool. You should go check it out. Honestly, it's very, very, very cool.
It's very cool.
It's an extra like $5 or whatever, but it's like totally worth it because they like recreate everything. You don't see anyone get tortured, but you know, there's like, well, you see like on some of them they have like fake people on them.
There's like dummies and stuff. It's inside a building, and they've set this little maze up inside, and it's all enclosed and dark and kind of creepy. And it was really fun when we went because there were these kids, these girls who were probably like 10, 11, maybe 12.
Yeah.
And they were walking around, and there was one girl that was like, oh my God, that reminds me of like this one scene. And then she just like kept saying that about different horror movies. And we were just like, oh,
that's right.
Your parents made decisions about what they would let you watch and not watch.
You
and
have cool
that's
parents.
Cool, I guess. Yeah. I'm not your parent, so who cares?
Yeah.
You seem like a cool enough kid.
Yeah.
It was really fun though, and also a nice reprieve because typically this is in May or June, I believe. So in Oklahoma, that's when it starts getting real hot.
Yeah, it was shitty.
And sometimes still rains. So you have those days where it's like rainy for part of the day and really hot for most of the day, and then just muggy as hell. So it's really nice to pay that $5 and go inside and walk around in the dark.
I don't know why they don't just do it in the fall. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not sure. That probably has something to do with like traveling schedules, because a lot of those festivals have schedules, and a lot of the people that set up shop, the vendors, that's how they spend their whole entire year. So but I digress. They did not have a Hand of Glory display. However, there was another witch, supposedly. This time a dude. So I was just being snarky earlier. I was like, women, although also historically speaking, women have been persecuted with the guise of witchcraft quite a bit.
Right.
Oh, where was he? John Finn, out of Scotland. And it says here in my tome that he was, in fact, severely tortured. I'm sure everybody was, to be honest,
right.
TBH. But in 1590, he confused using a Hand of Glory to break into a church where he performed a service to the devil.
Wow. That's pretty metal.
Devil. Yeah.
Also,
why?
It's again, it's one of those things where I feel like, so okay, there are two Hands of Glory still kicking about, right? That I know of.
Right here, baby.
Okay. So there's one in the Whitby Museum, which is in North Yorkshire, England.
North Yorkshire.
And then there's another one in a Catholic church. It's like hidden away. apparently.
Oh, really?
So I'd like to believe that it is in that church. And what I feel like happened is the way all these witch hunt stories go, which is the janitor of the church left the door unlocked and somebody snuck in to the church to like go to bed or something, just was perusing the church, and then the next
like they were a homeless person or a vagrant. Okay.
And then the next morning the priest shows up and there is a person there.
Okay.
And there's like duty on the walls or something. I don't know what's going on.
They got so drunk they put duty on the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the priest is like, what? The only way anyone could get in here is if Charles, the custodian guy, left the door unlocked. What the fuck is going on right now?
Sure.
And then the custodian now has to be like, oh no, he's a witch and he has a hand of glory and snuck in here to do the devil's business.
Okay.
And it's a bit of a cover up.
Sure.
And so now that guy's a witch.
And then what?
He dies for doing devil stuff with the hand of glory.
I do have some questions.
Okay. Fair.
How did they get the hand of glory then, if it was all a big make 'em up?
Right.
And I'd like to circle back around to the duty. I don't know that it's necessary, but I mean,
if somebody poops
it does
in a church, though, like in the middle of a church, that could be like for the devil.
I mean, right.
It could be a degradation of the temple.
So then we're just like falling back to like that this guy was like sneaking in to do the devil's bidding. But
right.
Still, again, where did the hand come from? Did the
hand was a make 'em up? There was no hand of glory.
Right, but then somehow the Catholic Church got the hand and now has it hidden in the depths.
I put myself in a rock and a hard place by saying that I want this church to be the church with the hand of glory. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do one of these. The hand of glory is obviously in a different church.
Sure.
And there was a make 'em up about this guy.
Right.
And there being a hand of glory. But there was no hand of glory.
Okay. Ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
What a good theory.
Yeah.
Man,
Thank
you really
you.
have thought out all the details.
All the nooks and crannies. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
It's what a good storyteller.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dead guy's hands.
Yeah.
Breaking into houses.
Real quick to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's several different variations of the hand of glory.
Yes.
So there's the one that we talked about.
Okay.
There are the thieves' thumbs, which are the German one.
Oh no.
It is the German one.
I forgot that we hadn't covered this bit, and we're about to get to my least favorite. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get through it pretty quick. Thieves cut off the thumbs of an unborn child and light it as a candle. As long as it is burning, everyone in the house will remain asleep. The baby must be unbaptized. Oh. Because that's rough. Oh. In the Netherlands, we have the hand of an unbaptized child. The story are much the same as in the rest of the world. However, the hand does not unlock.
Sorry, it's brother. Hi, brother.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Yeah. So the stories are much the same as the rest of the world. However, the hand does not unlock doors and can simply be blown out. There are also stories of thieves' fingers. No need for the full hand. A finger will do. In gross. Switzerland, we have the body of a deceased. This is the.
Is this the other one? Wait, is this brother or is this mom? I'm in new, actually.
So this one is the hand of an unbaptized child. It's from Switzerland. So the body of a deceased unbaptized child should be burned at night so that no one will know where the grave is.
Rough.
The hands of such children can open any lock. So they're essentially like ace lockpick hands.
Okay, the babies. We're talking about hands of glory, and how different cultures make them, and this one was babies'
Yes.
hands.
So,
Ugh.
furthermore, the thief would who possesses the hand of such a corpse can tell whether anyone is awake in the house that he intends to rob. He has only to light the fingers. If they all burn, then everyone in the house is asleep. So essentially, no need for candles. You just light the fingies.
Okay. That was babies or that was not babies?
That's babies. That's unbaptized
Still
children's hands.
babies. Good. Okay.
And then we have the finger of sin from Poland. And
Is
so this has a fun little story to go along
is
with
that
it.
your middle finger?
Yeah.
So the bing,
Yeah.
finger of sin.
Yeah. So in Poland, here's a little story. A merchant in a town and Winter Pomemrnip made a finger of sin. Sorry, Poland. I don't know how to say
Let
that
me
word.
see. I want to try. I want to see.
Okay. It is the one that starts with an H.
Ugh, my eyeballs. Okay. Hinterpommern.
Okay.
Hinterpommern? There's the camera. Hinterpommern. I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know. Oh, well, you do this. I'm gonna light this for Mom.
Okay. Okay.
Did I close it?
Yes.
Sorry.
A merchant in town and Hinterpommern made a finger of sin, which is a finger of an executed person, hidden in the container used to dispense alcohol. Super gross.
Yuck.
Because of this, customers streamed to him, not in him, to him in great numbers,
Oh no.
and his business thrived. While cleaning the cask of a bleached finger, while cleaning the cask, a servant noticed a chalk white and bleached out finger and reported his master to the authorities. The latter was severely punished and the finger was confiscated from him. After having completed his prison sentence, the merchant attempted to reestablish the business, but luck was not with him. Customers stayed away, and he had to make a living through begging.
So the place where they found dead guy parts didn't do so well after reopening.
No.
Sounds
weird, right?
Weird. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that this finger just brings if you use the finger, it brings you luck.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
So
that is how we got. Okay. So because again, we've already done this, it just didn't record. So whoo, fun.
Right.
So that's how we got on the topic of the bar in America, modern day. God, excuse me. Gross. That I'm not so sure that they still do, but they did. Mother, if you're there and you'd like to Google this, I know you like to do such things. That'd be wonderful. A man on the outside, as it were. The bar that has the toes.
The toe.
Toes.
The big toe or
the
whatever.
Big toe. Say almost it's the thumb of your foot.
Yeah.
They have a stash of big toes on hand that they just keep like pickled and in the booze bottles, and then you drink it and you have to let the toe touch your lips
to be a part of the gross toe club.
Yeah,
you got to kiss the toe.
Kiss the toe. That's what it reminded me of. And we've already had the debate. I am not about it. I don't need it in my life to feel complete
right
in any way.
I don't need it to feel complete, but I would 100% do it.
Okay.
Right.
So differing opinions
right
on that. No thanks.
Yeah. That's okay.
So,
I would do it just to say I did it, just to be a part of the club.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else do you have for us?
That's really it. That's the Hand of Glory.
Okay.
It's crazy. I think it's a very fun story. I believe it is 100% real because that's the way I choose to live my life.
Why not?
In a fun way.
Just do it.
I think it's rad, and if I could get my hands on one today, I would use it just in case.
For what? What would you use it for?
I lock my keys in my car. Bada bing, bada boom. You lock yourself out of the house. You could use the hand to get back in the house.
I do that kind of a lot.
If
Yeah.
you like have a lock on a thing on a lockbox, lose the key, dag nabbit,
Yeah.
light up your your hand.
Here we are.
It is unlocked now.
Yes.
Very useful, just in case. Like if I could get like a keychain hand of glory, that'd be really cool.
Sure.
Like one of the unbaptized hands.
No. I don't think we'd go with that brand. I don't trust it.
A 1-star review
Yeah.
on Amazon on all the unbaptized baby hands.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I am appalled at their work ethics and their practices and procedures.
Yeah.
So no, thank you.
Hard to keep this on a keychain though.
I have
You know,
another.
the thieves finger would be good though, because it is just one finger.
Right, that's doable for
Yeah.
sure. Like a rabbit's foot, which still makes me sad, but they dye them fun colors, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you could get rabbit's feet out of quarter machines back in the day?
Yeah.
Isn't that freaking wild?
I don't think that those are real rabbit's feet though.
I did back in the day.
Yeah.
I definitely did. And
Yeah.
now looking back, it's, I mean, probably not, but also maybe, I mean, it was probably pretty cheap to just rabbits and
Right.
their little feet and then with the dye and stuff.
Yeah. You're probably right.
I don't know. Okay. Die. Okay, I have one other question.
Okay.
And then I know we have to go.
Do you want me to blow this out?
I'm kind of having fun with. Is it going to burn me?
I don't know. Probably not burn you. Might get some wax on your hands, but you know what's new.
Birthday candles. Okay, one other question. And I know we've got to go. Everybody be safe out there, by the way. You're about to have to drive. It's not doing anything here in Oklahoma yet. In this part of Oklahoma, it's probably doing stuff somewhere else, but it's supposed to pop off here in a second, guys. So if you have your own hand of glory, okay, and you do lock yourself out of the house, let's say maybe you hear a car accident outside your house and you go out to be a good Samaritan to yell across the way, hey, are you okay? If you need anything, I just live right here, because it's a lady and you're commiserating because you're also a lady and you just want them to know. Don't feel
Am I a lady
unsafe
in the story?
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say you do that, right? And then you locked yourself out of the house. Is this your fake boobies?
Yeah.
Okay. You locked yourself out of the house after telling someone that you could be of service if needed, right?
Yeah.
And it's also like 17 degrees outside.
So this is a true story.
So let's just say like this happened or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So but somehow you do, because you always keep one in your pocket. You always have your hand of glory in your pocket.
Just always looks like you got your hand in your pocket.
Yeah, always.
Okay.
And instead of people saying, is that a banana in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? They're just like, hey, it looks like you got a dead guy's hand in your pocket. And you're like, well, I do.
Yeah.
Because I have to always be mindful.
Got a keen eye.
Yeah. Because I tend to lock myself out of my house. So, okay. Here we go. The question is, if the circumstances have been set up, you get your hand of glory out.
What is the question?
Hold on. I'm getting there. You get your hand of glory out, and you do one, because there's just one of you there, right? Technically, you just light one candle. Yeah. Is it gonna work because you were at your own house and you're awake because or
I don't think you have to light the candles for the locks to unlock.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The candles lighting are just to tell you if people are there and asleep or awake.
That's not like an ignition of sorts for the magic to work?
It's the remix to ignition, hot and fresh out of the kitchen.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't know.
Oh my god! While I'm at work, you have to listen to the remix of it, like remix to Ignition.
Okay.
It's primo. It's choice. It's so good.
Okay.
You people listening, you know,
Oh. Maybe. I don't know.
Mama ruling that body, got every man in here wishing.
No.
So I don't think you have to light it.
Okay.
I don't think you have to toke it up. You know what I mean?
I think toke up the. I was just gonna have to chief one of these.
You know, you don't have to chief the fingers to unlock your doors.
Okay, this is getting dangerous.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Well.
Oh, do we want to time it? You guys want to be ready for some dramatics?
Yeah.
All right. So
thanks for checking out the episode, everybody.
Also, let us know what you think. Does it work if it's your house?
Yeah.
And you just, because maybe you lock yourself out a lot. Maybe you do need one of these.
Send us a message on Instagram. Leave a comment down below. But we will talk to you next week when we talk about the Predator. Talk to you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, Mom.